In the summer of 1969, hundreds of thousands of people went to a farm in upstate New York for the Woodstock Music and Art Fair. This was an important time in the history of music. Archaeologists have gone on an unexpected trip to find out the hidden secrets of this legendary event, which happened many years ago. What pieces of the hippie movement of the 1960s have been kept in the ground? Can buried artifacts tell untold stories about the festival's chaotic logistics, its cultural effect, or even the experiences of the many people who went there looking for peace, love, and music? Come with us as we try to figure out what happened at Woodstock. Let's begin. Archaeologists are working in the Adirondacks in upstate New York to uncover the secrets of the legendary Woodstock Festival, which took place in 1969 and was attended by tens of thousands of people. The festival was reportedly buried beneath the ground, but archaeologists discovered a range of artifacts that shed light on a time period pivotal in the development of an entire generation. Over 400,000 people gathered on a farm near Bethlehem, about 160 kilometers north of New York City. This event was so momentous in its impact that it is still venerated today. As the 50th anniversary approached, plans were made to create a series of commemorative trails that would run through the original site. However, over the decades, the festival's stages and campgrounds have disappeared as nature reclaimed the fields. As a result, hazy experts were drafted in to uncover the site's secrets twice in 2 years. Archaeologists set up camp on the old farm and uncovered fascinating details about Woodstock's history. They found evidence that the festival had been just as anarchic as many people seem to believe. The seeds of Woodstock were first sown in early 1969, when a group of savvy businessmen and musical bigwigs hid the idea of staging a music festival in upstate New York. The festival was scheduled for 3 days in August and was initially planned to take place in Wallkill, but local residents objected to the plans. Authorities eventually blocked the festival, but with only 1 month left until the festival date, organizers found a last-minute solution on farmer Max Yasgar's 600-acre property in Bethel, New York. Over 400,000 music fans attended Woodstock, causing massive traffic gridlock that extended back 17 miles from the festival location. Over 30 acts took to the stage over 3 rain-soaked days, and some of the musicians are still remembered today. By the time Jimi Hendrix performed the closing set of the festival on August 18, it seemed like something phenomenal had taken place. However, official records show that 2 people lost their lives at the event, one of whom was hit by a tractor, while the others died from a suspected drug overdose. Woodstock, a legendary festival in the 1960s, attracted criticism from Bethel residents who had their lives uprooted by the event. However, it remains remembered as one of the greatest events in history, and the site has undergone many changes over the years. In 2006, American billionaire Alan Jerry purchased the land where Yasgar's farm once stood, leading to the opening of the Bethel Woods Center for the Arts on the site. The museum at Bethel Woods was also established in 2009 and is dedicated to Woodstock and the spirit of the 1960s. In 2000, the 40th anniversary of Woodstock arrived, and many of the original acts returned to play a commemorative event. A decade later, with the 50th anniversary approaching, plans were made to commemorate Woodstock in an even grander way. In 2019, organizers announced plans for Woodstock 50, a 3-day concert scheduled to take place in August. However, problems plagued the planned anniversary event, forcing organizers to relocate and cancel it. In August 2019, the community of Bethel hosted a series of concerts to mark the festival's 50th anniversary. The Bethel Woods Center for the Arts and the museum at Bethel Woods both sought to memorialize Woodstock in a more permanent way, developing a network of trails across the festival site to signpost these trails. Archaeologists from Binghamton University began work on the historic location in 2018 to determine the precise location of the stage where Hendrix was injured. The building was a remarkable achievement in terms of engineering, with 2 enormous speaker towers blaring music out across the throng. However, the main stage had few foundations, making it difficult to pinpoint exactly where the platform used to be located. Using images and maps from previous years of the event, archaeologists were able to piece together a mental picture of the site of the festival. They examined the strata behind the grass that had grown on the location, analyzing artifacts such as ring pulls and odd occurrences in the soil to gain a better understanding of the location. By the time the excavation was complete, the archaeologists had a much clearer picture of how the Bethel Woods site had appeared back in the days when Woodstock was held. Despite the challenges, the team from Binghamton University was able to discover some astounding information in a relatively short amount of time. They found traces of individual vendor booths in the Bindi Bazaar area, but they quickly realized that the section had veered significantly from what was depicted on the maps. The location of these buildings did not match up with the festival plans, as the researchers might have predicted. The preliminary plans did not adequately reflect the actual activities that took place at Woodstock. Archaeologists identified 24 probable vendor booths grouped together on one side of the Bindi Bazaar area, in contrast to the designs from 1969, which showed booths dispersed around the area. This shows that the festival took on a life of its own, which the organizers were unable to control. They also found 13 other significant points of interest in the region that was once the site of the Bindi Bazaar, which were reported to have been created by humans. O'Donovan noted that the absence of these items could have been due to the procedures used, as the examination concentrated on a small sample area, and there was limited digging done even if it had gone deeper underground. However, they did find some drug paraphernalia. In May 2019, the museum at Bethel Woods launched new trails, allowing visitors to see into the hectic life of Woodstock's trading zone. Assistant curator Julia Fell described the space as a whimsical place where vendors and attendees bartered for items, made new acquaintances, reconnected with old friends, and tried to avoid the rain. O'Donovan continued that what they produce is an interpretation of daily life and activities, which is not often covered in historical documents or contemporary news reporting. This is it for today. We hope you enjoyed the video. If so, then share your thoughts in the comments and also share this video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you can never miss our video.